Good morning. It's time to rise, shine, and be great. Welcome to Living Local 15. I'm Jessica Williams. Thanks for joining me. Are you ready for some Motivation Monday? Here's the quote. Some people want it to happen. Some wish it would happen. Others make it happen. Do you have a list of things you've been meaning to get done? A to-do list that's building up that you can't quite manage to dwindle down? Or perhaps a list sitting dormant because you are a big procrastinator and say to yourself, I'll get it done later. Trust me, I understand. There's nothing worse than having a checklist that you can't quite check off. Listen, this week is spring break in the fort and the perfect time to get things done. So today, let me challenge you to set a daily goal and put all your might into completing it. Take it day by day, task by task, because you can make it happen. You got this. On today's show, Pastor Kimmel from the Pointe Church joins me to share about an amazing digital experience you and your family can enjoy on Easter Sunday. We then take you inside of Hotel Tango Distillery to tour the facility and learn all about this veteran-owned business. And later, the Three Rivers Yoga Foundation is here to give us a rundown on their upcoming Color for a Cause event. That and more happening now.
Fashion, food, and fun. You're watching Living Local 15 with your host, Jessica Williams.
This segment sponsored by the Pointe Church. Easter is this upcoming Sunday, and I cannot believe it. Have you made any plans yet? Well, my next guest is here to share more about an Easter experience that they are inviting you to. The Pointe Church is composed by real people who enjoy making Christianity relevant. And joining me is their interim pastor, Caleb Kimmel. Hi, Caleb.
Hey, Jessica. Thanks for having us on the show. We're excited.
Yes, I'm excited too. Can you believe it's already April?
I know, time is flying by. So we're excited though. Spring weather's on the horizons.
Yes.
We're excited for summer as well.
Yes, spring is here. And of course, such an important holiday as Easter.
Yeah,
so I'm
absolutely.
thrilled to learn about all the stuff that you have going on and that you're inviting our community to partake in.
Yeah, I mean, Easter is obviously an exciting time for all the churches in town. And this is a great community. And, at the Pointe Church, actually it happened when COVID occurred a couple years ago. We really want to do something special around the Easter time for families that maybe they were stuck in home, but it went so well, we continue to do it. It's Easter for the Fort. It's a video production we do really as a gift to our community. It's going to be aired right here on WANE TV, which is super exciting on Easter Sunday at noon, and it's a really well done video production. We're really blessed with some creative arts people at our church that are really gifted and have a heart to serve, and so it's a really well done production that has a worship element, has a message of hope for Easter Sunday. But what's neat about it, it's recorded right here in Fort Wayne at different spots that people would recognize, right? Yeah. Different landmarks. And so this year actually has a theme of murals. We have some beautiful murals downtown around the city. And so when people tune in and watch, they'll be able to recognize, like, hey, this is my hometown. It's just a great opportunity to bring a message of hope, a message of the resurrection to people right here in our community.
I love that so much. So people can tune in and just get a full service. And this is going to be everything, right? From praise and worship onto a message and so much more. So they're going to experience church when they watch.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity. I mean, we're going to have in-person services. We're actually hosting 5 services during the Easter time on Saturday, 2 on Saturday, 3 on Sunday. But for those who can't be with us in person, that's where the one on air will come into play. But yes, it'll be the full worship set as well as a message and just a great experience. It's something that hopefully the whole family gather together in the comfort of their home and be able to watch and be encouraged during this season.
Yes, that's so great. I mean, and really, it's an opportunity to do both. You all are offering so many services in person that people can watch in person and make sure they tune in at noon on Easter for this big production, which is going to be great. So share with me about some of the in-person services that's going to happen.
Yeah, the Pointe Church, we're a church that loves to be real and relevant and make people feel welcomed. And that's something we often hear is that it feels like home when you come in there. And so during the Easter time, we know it's still kind of interwoven into the fabric of our culture, where a lot of families will go together and go to an Easter service, right? And so we're actually expanding our services to make room for everybody. And so, like I said, there will be 2 on Saturday, actually at 3:30 and 5 on the Saturday before Easter, because we know family plans can be kind of hectic at times.
Right.
And so we welcome the community to come there. Or on Easter Sunday, we have a 9 o'clock, 10:15, 11:30 services, which are our traditional times for Sunday morning. But we're just excited. We're excited to be able to welcome families in and again, give them a great worship experience, a great message of hope around this season. Because, when we look around our culture today, it is challenging. There's a lot of people that are struggling with different things. And this is a great time where we get to really share what really matters, and that's a relationship with Jesus. And so that's where we want to be able to make people feel welcome and come into our church. Again, the Pointe Church, we're off of Bass Road, so we're at a great location that is kind of centrally located to a lot of people in our community.
Yes, that's so great. I mean, like you said, building a relationship with Jesus and really understanding the true gospel, that he died for our sins and rose from the dead. And it's just a message that really allows for people to move into this new season of life and move into this new year past the past couple of years, as you said. And so share with me about the Pointe Church. Give me a little bit of background. So you all are a non-denominational church, correct?
Yep, and our whole mission is helping people find and follow Jesus, and that's really what we focus on. And we kind of have a unique story that we launched, years ago, actually at the Rave Movie Theater is where we started, and then we were able to move to our Bass Road campus, actually the original Sweetwater building. But as we continue to look at our community, I was born and raised in Fort Wayne. I love Fort Wayne. I'm a Fort Wayne kid, and it's a great place to live. But as the community continues to grow, Jessica, we're seeing an increase in needs. There are families that are struggling and hurting for a wide range of needs. And so our church, our heart's desire is that you are welcome here. We know that you matter to God, therefore you matter to us. And so we want to be a place that's real, that's relevant, that's redemptive as well, and help people see the hope in a relationship with Jesus. And again, no better time than Easter to do that. The resurrection is the most significant event in all of human history. And so we get a chance to share the story of the resurrection and the hope of a relationship with Jesus. And so we're super excited about that. We want everybody in the community to know that you are welcome at the Pointe Church, so we can celebrate together.
Okay, that is so awesome. And you all also offer other ministries and serving opportunities just to come and be involved in the church. So when people come to the service, they can learn more about how they can get really plugged in to the community and into just learning more and growing in their faith.
Oh, absolutely. Like most churches, we have just some great ministry opportunities to get people plugged in. And that's our heart's desire, right? Is to be encouragement to others and help them find Jesus and then follow him. And that's where all the different ministry opportunities come in, where people can get plugged in and feel like they're part of a family serving together.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Caleb, for coming in and sharing about this really cool Easter experience here in Fort Wayne. If you would like more information about the Pointe Church and their services for Easter, we'll have their website information listed below. And don't forget to check out Easter for the Fort here on Wayne 15. That's going to be on April 9th at 12. You don't want to miss it. We'll be right back. This segment sponsored by the Pointe Church.
Follow us on social media at Living Local 15.
I'm at Hotel Tango Distillery, which is a craft cocktail bar here in Fort Wayne. And with me is Lori Miller, who is the general manager. Hi, Lori.
Hi, nice to have you.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here because when I walked in, just the vibe and the smell was just so warm and cozy. And I feel like this is a really great spot to get a drink.
It is. So it's a great ambiance, great place to come in, hang with your friends, and get a drink.
Yes, yes. And the richness in the history here is very interesting because you all are owned by veterans.
We are.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about the story on how Hotel Tango got created.
Sure. Travis Barnes is our CEO, and he served 3 tours in Iraq as a Marine. He was honorably discharged for injuries he had sustained, and he came home and went to law school, but he dabbled in distilling on the side. So he then decided that was what he wanted to do. So he started Hotel Tango Distillery.
Yes, very cool. And you all have been here for 5 years?
We've been at this location for 5 years. The distillery just had their 8th anniversary.
Wow, that's pretty cool. So I want to have a little look-see around and kind of check out the vibe.
Okay.
All right. So there's seating area over here, and then I love this fireplace setting, which is real nice. And then over here we have the bar.
Yep, so we have a cozy fireplace area with couches. We have bar seating. We have a secondary bar for overflow.
And you all offer a full menu.
We do. First and foremost, we're a craft cocktail bar, but we do have food offerings. Pizza, nachos are our most popular items, but we do have other appetizers, pretzels, hummus. We're getting ready to create a new food menu, which will come out later this week.
Okay, awesome. And so when people come out and just experience this place, what is the vibe like?
It is very relaxed, very laid back. It's very rustic and homey in here. It's just a great place to come in with friends, family, hang out, have a drink, enjoy the atmosphere.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want to talk about the distillery side of things. And back here, you have 9 different custom and original spirits that are distilled through Hotel Tango, correct?
Yes. So we have 9 spirits. Sometimes we come out with a different flavored or a specialty item, but our standard 9 spirits is what we serve. We specialize in brown spirits, so bourbon, reserve bourbon. Our newest member to the table is Schmallow, so it's a toasted marshmallow bourbon, which is excellent. But yeah, so we make our craft cocktail menu with only Hotel Tango spirits.
With the Hotel Tango Distillery being veteran owned, I think it's so cool that they have this whole veteran wall behind us. So Lori, tell us about this display.
Sure, anyone that has a veteran in their family or they're a veteran themselves can bring in a picture and we will post it and number it and put their information on the wall over here so everybody that comes in can enjoy and look at all the veterans that we have in the local area.
Yeah, and give honor to them. I love that it's a family-owned business and that the family is just all throughout it and the family is full of veterans too.
Yes.
Yeah, that's so cool.
So Travis, our CEO, is number 1. And then his sister is our vice president and she is number 4 here on the wall.
So when you step outside, there's this big patio area that you all have. What happens out here?
We have about 12 tables out here, and you are more than welcome to come out here and enjoy the weather, and a server will come get your drink and food order. In nice weather, we have garage doors that open, so it's kind of an indoor-outdoor area from inside. So it's just a great place to sit, enjoy the weather.
I know, the breeze is amazing, and I love the lights hanging because that gives a good vibe. Lighting always gives a good vibe. And then you guys are open later than a lot of places, which is nice. So on the weekend, you're open until 12 a.m.?
12 a.m. So midnight on Fridays and Saturdays. There's not a lot of places in this area that are open that late, so we do get an evening crowd, which is nice. And then during the week, we are open until 10 p.m.
So as you can see, Hotel Tango Distillery is a great place to spend an evening out on the patio, inside, enjoying an old fashioned, and come by and say hi to Lori. I'll have their website information below. And see you after the break.
Have an idea for the show? Want to find out how you can be a guest? Contact us at livinglocal15@wayne.com.
The Three Rivers Yoga Foundation has a mission to foster health and well-being by putting yoga principles into practice through education, opportunity, and accessibility. And joining me today is Kathy Price, their Community Outreach Coordinator. Hi, Kathy.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you, Jess, for having me.
Yes. So let's get started by you sharing about your organization and foundation with me.
Well, we have We do yoga in a lot of outreach locations, which some of those are the Boys and Girls Club, Big Brothers Big Sisters. We go to the Shepherd's House. We do a lot with military and our local heroes, fire and police, and schools, community centers. We have an ongoing Friday night community class that we've had at a studio here in Fort Wayne downtown, Baptiste, Power Yoga Fort Wayne. That's been since they opened the building 3.5 years ago. And our mission is, obviously you said that, but to get out into the community and offer the tools of the yoga principles and just bring a healthier community here.
Yes. Okay. And I love this so much because really you're taking such a fundamental skill and exercise and taking it to kids and taking it to the community in a way that sometimes it feels a little isolated, like, oh, I'm going to go to yoga class. And you're making it accessible and you're going into very key communities and key organizations to give them these tools. So I think that that's so great. When I learned and read about your organization, I think that that's a really cool dynamic. And so share with me a little bit of background and history. How did this foundation get started?
Well, and I'm sorry I get a little emotional about this, but our president, Sarah Evans, had a conversation with one of the program directors at Boys and Girls Club, and she had told her that some of the kids there would never have access to yoga, and that hit Sarah pretty hard. So she created, in her mind, how can we get it there? How can we help these kids get the things that helped her and all of us in the organization through times in our lives? And so that's kind of how it started, how it got created. And her and I started teaching at the Boys and Girls Club many years ago. And I still actually am there because I just can't give that up. But that's how it started. It was just somebody telling her that there are programs and places and people that will never do yoga. And that hit her pretty hard.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I love your compassion for
Sorry.
it. No, I love it because what it shows is authenticity. Too, this is something that's more than just a place that you're serving at. You really feel compassionate about those who you are serving.
Yes.
And I love that. And because really yoga provides discipline, it provides building the core, it provides flexibility in ways that other exercises may not and other sports may not. So share a little bit about the yoga principle and what really kids get from experiencing this program.
Well, and we go to different organizations and different locations, so there are different backgrounds of kids and different diversity. And the kids that accept the yoga, just the transition from the beginning of a program or just even one day it's so rewarding. I mean, they have so much chaos already in their lives, in their school, in their homes, a lot of broken homes or different backgrounds or different situations that they live in, and giving them the tools that we all know as the teachers, it helps them through things, the breathing, the meditation, the just moving your body, knowing that it's there for you. You don't need anybody else. You can do that yourself. You can, look in yourself and we try to give that to everybody, all the communities we reach out to.
That's wonderful, especially with the rise of mental health. I'm sure that meditation and centering and
so
focus helps so much. So that's great. And so we must talk about your upcoming Color for a Cause event that's happening on May 13th. So share with me, what is that?
Well, obviously we need funds to go out into the community. And this is just a way that I thought would be a fun, creative idea to get people together. We love togetherness and community and growing, and this is just a fun way to get people out and be healthy, do something active with your family, get recognition for our organization as well, and let them know what we're doing in the community. Let them see that we're not just teaching yoga. It's more than that. It's mental health, it's physical health, it's giving them the tools. So this event helps us to raise the funds for it because it does cost money for mats and blocks and straps and for our teachers. We have about 25 or so teachers on staff that go out and do this into all these places. So this event will help us raise some funds to continue it. And
Yes, and so at the Color for a Cause event, people come out, and this is a walk and run, right? So you can sign up to participate and really get your workout and exercise on through a fun. I know that there's so many different run levels and miles that people can choose from, but this is a way just to get out and support the organization, but also get a little run in there too. Yeah.
And, our hope wasn't for just a run for a race to win something. It was to get, moms can bring their strollers out and walk it, or, if people are in a wheelchair, they can walk with them. It's to, foster health and well-being.
Yeah.
And no matter what condition you are in and what age or gender or anything, any body can do it. And that is like a big thing for us.
Yeah.
Like anybody can do yoga. Anybody can come and do this walk or run with us.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Kathy,
thank
for coming
you.
in and sharing about this.
Yeah.
The Color for a Cause event is taking place on May 13th, and there's still an opportunity to sign up for the race and also volunteer if you would like to be a part of this organization. We'll be sure to have their contact information listed below, and we'll be right back.
Living Local 15, proudly driven by the Kelly Automotive Group.
Thank you so much for tuning in today. You can check out more segments of Living Local 15 on WANE.com. And remember, some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, others make it happen. Have an amazing day, and I look forward to seeing you here tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Content segments during today's Living Local 15 were paid for by these sponsors.